is part 2 of Sit and Share Sunday. Last week, I revisited questions from an interview that I participated in with Bob Wells and 2 other people who are living in their car, SUV, and Prius. So I revisited the questions to see how closely related or not my answers were or are to now living in a 2012 Toyota Highlander that I fondly call Happy Haven. This is part 2. There are 10 more questions to go over to give you the answer that I provided back when I was living in a car and the answer that I have now living in an SUV. So, hope you'll join me. Linda here, Serene and Simple Life on Sit and Share Sunday. And a beautiful, gorgeous Sunday it is. So thanks for joining me. All right, we are on to question number 11 from the interview that Bob Wells did of myself and 2 other people that are living in a car, SUV, and a Prius. So basically all living in cars, right? Some people call an SUV a car. All right, so number 11, and I have notes for those of you who didn't watch last week's or have never watched a Sit and Share Sunday. I do this to keep on track because I am a babbling brook to a fault. All right, have I ever wished for more space? This is kind of like the same answer as number 10 when I said, you know, what was the drawbacks, and that would be the confinement on a bad weather day. But now I believe in the SUV, the way I've designed it, that I'm not going to have that same issue. So overall, in the Acura, my answer was no, weather maybe. I have never, ever, ever, so far, that could change, said I wish I could stand up, because I do plenty of that outside. You've got to, I just want to express to you that part of why I have chosen this lifestyle is I love the outdoors. The outdoors inspires me. It provides me energy. I feel close to God. I feel close to my Creator, my Lord and Savior outdoors. And I don't feel that in sticks and bricks nearly as much. So I'm ready to get out and get moving every day, not stay indoors. And this lifestyle forces you to do that. So I prepared myself mentally. This is now, we're into 16 months because I've really embraced the journey. And those of you who are watching me, you know my transparency. You know that I am giving you the real deal here. At least I hope you know. And you know, perhaps it would be nice to cook indoors on a stove without getting too hard on this question. I haven't tried it yet in the SUV, but I may. Because if my windows are down and I am on a totally flat surface where I can not knock over anything, I may just cook soup indoors. And I'll tell you why. It takes about 3 minutes on the little stove. Now I know it takes 30 seconds for a house to go up in flames. I get that. I'm not sure yet. When I'm at the RTR, I'm going to visit other people's SUVs and how they're doing it and how they feel, and I'm going to weigh it all out. I'm not going to just make a stupid decision. Yeah, Linda's going to cook indoors. But I might. And I like the small space because it's like a little nest to me. It's really cozy. And now with the SUV, a little different answer. I have a little cocoon nest area right in the middle. I'm going to get a little, if I haven't already, a little collapsible chair, like a gaming type chair you put on the floor. It'll fold in half, so I'll have something to lean my back up against. And yeah, it's going to be very cool. All right, number 12 is a long answer. Sorry about that. What kind of safety items do you carry? Well, the same thing that I had in the Acura in my Serenity sedan, now I have in Happy Haven. An alarm system and a horn. You know, the SUV has an alarm system. I carry the 7-in-1 safety tool. You can find that in the Amazon link. I have a store. I'm an Amazon affiliate, and we do make a small commission, so that's a little disclosure there. Thank you, thank you, thank you for those of you who support me on that, because even if you click on the link and you don't order something, you can, I still get a little credit for that, and thank you. It all adds up, and I really appreciate it. All right, I carried a pepper spray, a gas can, a shovel, a pocket knife, ropes, and a flashlight. Yeah, that's the safety items. Number 13, how do I combat fear? Well, my MO is faith over fear. I did a whole video on faith, fear, and trust. And that is my bottom line. I'm too old to allow fear to dictate me and to stifle my desires to go, see, do. I think I'm going to make a shirt that says go, see, do. That's what I'm doing. I feel that fear is a waste of our time. I feel that God gave us that intuition, that we pay attention, we be smart as best we can, knowing that bad things happen anywhere. No one ever asked me in my apartment or my home, are you scared to go home at night? Just didn't ask me that. I don't know why. Why wouldn't you ask me that? Bad things happen in homes, unfortunately. People get murdered. So, I don't know if you feel the chances are greater out there, but I feel always moving around and having my smart hat on and God guiding me, that I'm pretty good. Faith over fear. 14, are you worried about breakdowns? Well, the answer was in the, Serenity. She's 16 years old, 207,000 miles, 209 when I gave her up. I wasn't worried because worry doesn't change anything. I paid attention to the maintenance on the vehicle. That was the answer. I'm giving you the differences now, how things look now. And now the SUV of 2012, things can still happen to Happy Haven too. So I'll just keep up with the maintenance and do the best I can. I've had so many people, good people in my life to help me, that when the time comes, if something does happen, something breaks down, that I'll be in good hands. God will provide, and I'm prepared as much as I can be, paying attention to the tires, the oil changes, all those kind of things. All right, we were asked in the interview with Bob, what sort of people do well in a car? I tell people, if you want to go, and if you want to see, and if you want to do, a car makes sense, because it's so simple. And I will put the link to the first Sit and Share Sunday on this two-part, where I answered, about simplicity and being a minimalist. So if you like those kinds of things, woo, you can't get any more simple and minimalist than living in a car or an SUV. And also, if you want to save money, less is more. If you want to save money, a car or an SUV, less is more. And lastly, we were asked, it's only 16 questions. What do you do to occupy your time? Woo! I still need more time in the day. I think that this has to do with we're indoors. I keep up with social media. I blog. I do a newsletter. My growing YouTube channel, thanks to you. Remember, share this with one person, and you just might be the catalyst for change in someone else's life. I appreciate all the subscriptions. I appreciate when you click the bell and get the updates. And I just really thank you for that. So that was a bunny trail. Journal. I journal. I'm writing a book now, and I'll hope to launch that in 2020. Kind of playing around with, I'm not going to share the title right now. Yeah, but it's going to be the journey for, I'm now about 16 months, so it'll be fun. And I taught myself how to crochet on YouTube, and I make beanies for the homeless, and I read, and I snack, and I people watch, and I stare out into space, and I watch movies on YouTube, and somehow the day just goes by. I like to sightsee, I like to be outside, so for the most part, unless it's a rainy day, I'm keeping myself very content and happy outdoors. All right, that's about it for today. Sit and Share Sunday, Part 2, question and answers from the Bob Wells interview, comparing my answers 4, 5, 6 weeks ago to my answers now in the SUV. I hope you got some good stuff out of this. If you're considering going on the road part-time, full-time, or in between, or if you're wondering whether or not you can actually survive and thrive in a car or an SUV, you know my answer. Living life large. So with that, blessings in your day and joy in the journey. Bye.